All right, YouTube, what's going on, guys? Coming at you guys with another video today. Today we're gonna be talking about how to go through like a glow up, how to become more attractive, how to look better, all that good stuff. It's a lot easier than you guys think. So without further ado, let's get into the video, baby. So you guys can probably tell by this thumbnail that I've gone through somewhat of a glow up myself. So I have some credentials here, guys. I know what I'm talking about. I can help you guys out too. I've done the whole looks maxing thing, you know, whatever you want to call it. And I've come to the realization that there's a few different key points that you really need to nail down. You have to have these like basics down, and then you can look into more like advanced stuff, more stuff that doesn't really matter too much, like getting that jawline, all that good stuff. But you want to nail the basics first. The basics are what's the most important. So I think I'm going to kind of make this video with different sections, different points. So the beginning points that I'm going to go through first are gonna have the most of the difference, and then the later points are gonna make less and less difference. All right, guys, point number one is going to be working out, building muscle, getting stronger, but mostly building muscle. Obviously, you're gonna get more jacked, so you're gonna look a lot better, but it's actually gonna have like a lot of differences that you're really not gonna notice or that you wouldn't really think about. So the first difference that it's going to make, and like the most drastic difference, is gonna be your clothes are just gonna fit a lot better. Your neck's gonna look thicker too. So your proportions are gonna look a lot better. The way your clothes fit you are going to look a lot better as well, which is really important. And it's also gonna change your face slightly. It's gonna probably thin out your face because you're most likely going to be carrying less body fat if you actually build up more muscle, because the more muscle you have, the less body fat you're going to be able to carry at the same time. So it's going to do that. It's also going to improve your confidence, might improve your posture and stuff too. So just a ton of stuff. That's why it's going to be my point number one, because I think it's super important. And I think if you're a guy, you have to work out at least 3 times a week, Guys, also the V-taper is real. So when you work out, you're gonna build up your shoulders, most likely if you're doing like any kind of overhead pressing, any side lateral raises, even like bench pressing and doing some rows. It's gonna work like your front delt right here, and then also like your back delt. So it's gonna round out your shoulders more, even if you're not even training shoulders, which you should be, because shoulders are one of like the most important body parts for aesthetics. So the shoulders, and then also like if you build up the lats, you know, it's like the muscle behind your armpit, kinda like below and like back there. If you build that up too, it's gonna make you look wider. It's gonna give you more of that V taper. So that's also gonna help with your proportions and all that stuff. And building up the legs too, that can give you that cut down, and then just a good set of legs. It's gonna help you fill out like jeans too, which looks a lot better. Because I mean, you've probably seen people like wearing like skinny jeans and they have like little twig chicken legs. It just, something about it just looks off. You can do all that stuff. When you think about it, it's like a ton of stuff that actually changes about your appearance just from lifting. Not to mention the mental aspects that it's gonna improve too. So that's why it's my number one point, guys. All right, guys, and I'm not even the biggest person around, you know, I'm pretty light. And I'm not as like lean as I'd like to be. I'd like to be a lot more muscular, a lot less body fat. So my physique isn't really that good. I've only been working out for about 3 years, and only been recently taking it a lot more seriously with like tracking my workouts, tracking all my food and all that stuff. So you really don't need a crazy physique. All you really have to do, you could just work out for like a year hard, and then after that year, you could just go back to like maintaining your muscles, just working out like twice a week to maintain what you have. Because once you get that foundation, that's really all you need. That's what's really gonna set you apart from like a bunch of other people. You really don't need a lot of muscle mass to look good in clothes, or even like shirtless or something like that. You don't need anything crazy. As long as you guys are just putting in effort, trying to make an effort to work out, trying to eat some protein, you're gonna be all right. Which leads me to my second point, which is pretty similar to my first point, which is going to be losing body fat. So losing body fat, this one's actually pretty self-explanatory. It's actually kind of insane how if you don't realize it, you could be carrying a lot more body fat than you actually think. Just like think about a fat person that can't really be aesthetic. In order to like go through glow up, you really gotta lose those extra pounds of fat. You could just make minute changes in your diet too, like switching from full sugar drinks to like 0 sugar versions of them, going from like coffee with like a lot of creamer and stuff from Starbucks just going to black coffee. You can make a lot of changes you're not even gonna notice, and it's gonna make you lose some pounds. There's a lot of small changes you can make. And just by losing weight, it's gonna have a pretty drastic impact on the way you look. The most important probably being your face. just because like getting a lean face just makes you look a whole lot better. If you're carrying a little bit of extra fat like on your stomach, nobody can really see it unless you like go shirtless, and even them, most people, they're not really noticing it too much, but like your face is something that a lot of people are going to be looking at right away. And your face is just important in general. You want to have on point. You want to have like a lean face. You want to be able to see somewhat of a jawline. You don't want like a double chin or any of that. You want to be somewhat lean. Ideally, less than 20%, maybe 25-ish over the winter. You gotta find out what works for you, but definitely take into consideration like your body fat level. Keep that under control. Try not to get too fat. If you guys need help with that, leave a comment. I can help you out, right? All right, guys, now building on that point, you're also going to want a good haircut that kind of matches like your age, so whatever age range you're in, and that's like well kept. You don't want like the back being like super long. You want it to be pretty nicely trimmed up. So go to like a hairstylist. I don't recommend going to like a local barbershop or anything like that. Go to like a salon or like a hairstylist, because they'll do a really good job. Haircuts are one of those things you don't really want to go too cheap on. You want to really invest, because it's a huge part of your appearance, and it's like your clothes. Your haircut's like your clothes. You won't wear like clothes with like holes and rips and like stains in them. So you shouldn't wear like a haircut that's like mangy looking, or like they didn't do a good job cutting it. So you want a good haircut. So this one I really can't give you guys too much advice on, just because there's so many different combinations that will work with different wardrobes, and there's different styles that go along with it. Which leads me to my next point, guys, which is your wardrobe and outfits that you wear, the combinations of clothes that you wear. And if you guys are struggling with your hair getting like really greasy all the time, something that I'd recommend that you could do, that I've done, so I can say it works, try to wean yourself off shampoo very slowly. So go from shampooing every day to every other day to every third day. Slowly work your way off shampoo. And then eventually you won't even have to use shampoo, and your hair won't get greasy. Like mine never gets greasy. I just wash it with water. I'm good to go. So try that out if you're having greasy hair. It sucks initially, but once you get over it, you just never really get greasy hair again, which is pretty sick. And also building off of like the whole haircut point, you want the texture of it to be good, and you want it to be styled well yourself, not the actual haircut, but the way you wear the haircuts. You don't want it to be greasy. You don't want it to be like, you don't want cowlicks or anything like that. And that being said, the two best haircuts I would recommend for like teens or like people in their 20s, probably not the 30s, just because it's more youthful look. So that's gonna be like the middle part, like I got right now, kind of like grown out a little bit. Or you can do like the fringe look, you know, like the TikTok look, where it's like short on the sides and the back, and then kind of pushed to the front and like scrunched up a little bit, and like the fluffy look. You could even get a perm if you want to, but you want to make sure you're really dialing in that haircut. You might have to experiment and see what works for you, but you can't really go wrong with either the middle part or like the TikTok fringe fluffy hair look. And also you have to dress a little bit differently based on like the events and stuff that you're going to, like formal versus not formal. So you really have to kind of expand your wardrobe fully, and then you can play around with that, make good combinations of stuff that like looks good on you, is comfortable, and fits the occasion that you're dressing for, right? Like for instance, guys, I'm making this video on, it's kind of like a looks maxing video on how to glow up. So I'm wearing something a little bit more formal. I'm wearing like a form-fitting, kind of tightish. It's still stretchy. It's a shirt from H&M. They make really good fitted shirts. This thing was like 10 bucks or something like that. So it's pretty cheap to get clothes if you know where to look. So H&M is a good place to go for clothes. You can also go to online stores like Boohoo Man. That's one of my favorites. So I'd really say the key to like upgrading your outfits and stuff like that is to try to find somebody that you kind of like think looks cool to you on like maybe Instagram or Pinterest or something like that, and then kind of copy their style, get some of the same or similar clothing that they have. Try to get a variety of different clothes, and then from there you just really want to mix and match different outfits, combine different outfits together, see what looks good on you, see what you like personally. And your tastes may change slightly over time with the clothes you want to wear and the outfits that you want to build, especially if you're in different age ranges. It can kind of vary a lot, so you're kind of gonna have to do some of your own research there. But I will say kind of investing the money to kind of expanding your wardrobe more, so getting different colored like pants, you know, khakis, jeans, like just a wide variety, as well as like some oversized shirts, probably some fitted shirts, some nice crew necks. You want to have a variety to choose from so you can mix and match. So next point, guys, this one's gonna kind of relate back to like the haircut one, something to do with your face. So it's going to be getting a good skincare routine that you can stick to and you can do consistently, right? So I'm about to put you guys all on like a pretty good skincare routine that you guys can do right now, and it's gonna give you like 90% of the results. You're gonna have a morning routine and then like a nightly routine. So in the morning, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna cleanse your face, so just look up like a cleanser. And then after you cleanse, you're just gonna moisturize. And after you moisturize, you're gonna put on a facial sunscreen, and that's gonna be your morning routine. And then your nightly routine before you go to bed, all you're really gonna do is cleanse and then moisturize and then go to bed. I'd also recommend trying to get some, it's called retinol, so it's either tretinoin or retin A, I think. I'd recommend trying to get that prescribed by your doctor and then using that every other night. Obviously, it's like a pharmaceutical, so it's a little bit stronger, but it makes your skin cell turnover rate pretty quick, improves usefulness, gets rid of lines, evens like your skin tone and all that. Moisturizer, cleanser, sunscreen, and then see if you can get some retinol, and that's gonna make up basically the majority of the gains you're gonna make from your skincare routine. And you'll notice it'll take a while to actually kick in. It might take like a couple months for your skin to like get used to all the products and stuff. It's called purging. But then after that time frame, you'll definitely notice like your skin texture will be so much better. It'll be so much smoother, like the color is even gonna be a lot better. So you want a skincare routine. And then I'm gonna throw this into the skincare routine. This is something that a lot of people actually don't talk about. Minoxidilling, like your eyebrows, and you can do your face if you wanna grow a beard, because beards will look good on some people, like the short stubble look. You can create the illusion of a jawline with a beard. So you're gonna wanna use minoxidil definitely on your eyebrows. You can use it like on your hairline too if you're worried about your hair thinning or something like that. And then you can also use it like on your face to try to grow a beard. You have to use it twice a day, right? So in the morning and then at night. And then you also have to be really consistent with it. This takes like a year, guys. Dark, thick hair, it looks a lot better than like thin eyebrows or like some thin hair, like a patchy beard or something like that. So minoxidil is kind of a hack that you can use. You can just throw it in alongside your skincare routine to bring up some features if you need to, and you might not need to, which is great, but I just thought I'd tell you guys about that because it definitely can help you out if you need it. And then once you like grow out your eyebrows, you can like trim them up and stuff like that, and it just gives you that dark, that masculine look. You might want to throw that into your guys' routine. That's really up to you. You can get minoxidil like over the counter pretty much anywhere. Amazon, Walgreens, I think like even Walmart or something might have it. And my third and final tip, and this one's not actually like a physical appearance change tip to help you glow up. It's more of like a maturity thing, and that's gonna be to have goals that you're working towards. Could be like relationship goals in your personal life, could be like a business goal, could be like a fitness goal. I'd say those are like the three main goals most like dudes are working towards. So definitely have a goal, because when you're driven and you're like about something and you have something that you're working towards every day, people are gonna notice, and it's gonna make you seem like a lot more of a man. It's gonna make you a lot more confident. It's gonna make you not really care about what other people think of you, because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect your goal, and that's something that you're working towards. So that's gonna help people like respect you a lot more. So you're gonna get a lot better social skills from doing this stuff. So have like a main goal, at least one, preferably more, but have like a main goal that you're working towards. And that's gonna be my last glow up tip for you guys. I thought I'd throw that one in for a bonus for you. But guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I think this is my first looks maxing video that I've come out with on this channel, so hopefully you guys liked it. Kind of something different today that we're talking about, not as fitness related as a lot of my other content's been. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Reach out to me, guys. Let me know what you want to see. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, just let me know in the comments. But I'm out, guys. Peace.